Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dani Walker. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my favorite fall styling tips. If you're brand new and you've never subscribed, I hope that you're going to remember to do so before exiting this episode and hit that notifications bell. Today's episode is brought to you by Dossier perfume, my favorite perfume brand. Honestly, you guys, Dossier is incredible. I love them because they create designer-inspired scents at an incredibly affordable price point. It makes me so happy because I don't know if you've experienced this before, but when you purchase a really high-end perfume, you don't want to use it as much because you're like, I'm trying to conserve, I'm trying to save. And I don't have that problem with Dossier because they're affordable. So today they sent me some new scents, and the first one I have right here is the Woody Sandalwood. So what I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna just test it on the card first. And this scent, so you know, it has a 25% concentration, which is incredible. And what that means is that this is a very long wear scent. Have you ever put something on and by the end of the day you can't smell it at all? Not the case with this one. The higher the concentration, the longer it's going to last and wear throughout the day. Okay, this is very foresty. So if you like fresh forest type scents, woody scents, hence Woody Sandalwood, this would be a scent for you. Wow. So I'm a huge fan of that actually. A few of the things that this one has is violet leaves, cedarwood, sandalwood. It gives it that real forest scent. So fresh, almost like walking outside after it rains and everything smells so crisp. I love that they don't test on animals as well. That's a really huge upside, and it's something that I look for in all of my products. Next, I have the Oriental Cherry. This is inspired by Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. Now this one has an 18% concentration, which is still very high, and this one should last you throughout the day, like 6 to 8 hours at least. So this one is great. Let's see, I'm just gonna kind of shake this out a little bit. Of course, this one has notes of cherry, and almond. Cherry, almond, cloves, rose. Rose is one of my favorite scents, and vanilla. Yeah, okay, so these are one of my favorites. Oh, this is perfect. Honestly, I know that a lot of people can be really worried about ordering scents online, and if you wanted to, you could go in store and you could test the scents that these are inspired by if you're really worried about choosing a scent. But if you know the basic scents that you like for example, I know that I love woody scents, I like light florals, I love vanilla, I love warm scents. So I know that I like those things, and it makes it really easy for me to select a perfume. If you guys want to check them out, just click the description below and you can find my discount code there. So I know that summer is coming to an end and so many of us don't want to hear that. I know, me too. I wish we had a really long summer, but it's time to start talking about it because I know people are going to be looking for their fall wardrobes, myself included, but there are pieces that I like to have every single season. Sometimes I can wear them, I can repeat them, use them over and over. Those are the pieces that I generally look for. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I'm passionate about sustainable fashion, and I do my absolute best to make sure that I'm purchasing resale or upcycled or thrifted. And so the stuff that I post on my Instagram, you can't always find in stores, but I will tell you the inspiration behind it and kind of how you can create these looks for yourself. So the first thing I'm going to talk about today is a blazer. Okay, so I love blazers because they're perfect for transitional weather. It's like in this space where, do you want to wear a cardigan or you don't really want to wear a full coat? What I personally love about a blazer though is that it gives you a really polished and professional look. And it's really easy to put together an outfit and to look great in a blazer. It's just so simple. You can throw it over pretty much anything. So this is just a basic navy one I have, which honestly, you could really wear this with anything. I personally love that this one has double-breasted gold buttons. These are details that I'm a fan of. Now, I will say that there are some really great thrifted blazers that you can find. Honestly, there's just too many of them. And one of the things that I really look for is quality of material. So making sure that you're buying, real thrifted fabrics if you are gonna thrift for it. I love linens and wools and wool blends. I'm a real big fan of that. And the other thing you can really consider too that's gonna elevate the look of any of your blazers if you purchase them resale is to just swap out the buttons. It's not really hard to sew on a button. That's something that I do to most of my blazers, especially when I purchase them resale or thrifted. The next thing I love is a really classic solid colored dress. You can choose this in any style that you prefer. I'm a really big fan of wrap dresses. Also, I love a great shift dress for the fall. It's easy to throw on when we have that fall body, okay, when we're enjoying a little more comfort foods. It's a very forgiving shape. I love it. Usually a shift style is going to be a little bit shorter, so you can even layer that with some sort of tights or stockings. That can make it really fun. If you feel like it, you can belt that style. You could throw your blazer over it. There's just so many ways to wear it, and that's what I love about a great solid colored just dress for the fall. A fall dress that you can wear so many different ways. You can wear it to work, you can wear it out, and for me that's really important. I always try to aim to purchase clothing pieces that I can wear at least 30 times. That can really help reduce the environmental effects of the pieces that we're purchasing if we can get more wear out of each of them. So that's something I aim for. What would this episode be if I didn't mention shoes? Shoes. I love shoes for every season, but I really love shoes for the fall, specifically boots. So with boots, I think that they can go with so many different outfits, and it's just gonna depend on what your personal style is. So I want you to consider a few things when you're picking a boot for the fall. Think about the heel height that you are drawn to. I know it's great to go and pick out a really fabulous stiletto boot, okay, that you've seen on Instagram a million times, but if you don't wear that style very often, if you're not used to wearing heels, then that's probably not going to be the shoe that you reach for in your closet throughout the entire fall. So choose a heel height that makes the most sense for you. Just think about the heel heights that you normally wear in your day-to-day life. For me, I don't really wear a flat one as much. I kind of wear something in between. Around that 3-inch mark is something that I love. A thicker, chunkier heel is one of my favorite things just because it's so comfortable to wear, even for long durations. Now, since I advocate for resale, the place that I love to find my boots for every season is on The RealReal, and this place primarily sells high-end or designer boots, but you can still get a really, really great boot for about $100 or under $100 on that website if you're really shopping around. They also give extra discounts if it's your first time using the site. I'm a huge fan of it. That's where I've purchased my boots for the fall, and I've loved them. I've been so happy with them. It's really, really great because I've been able to buy boots that retail for $800 for $80. And they look fabulous in photos, and I wear them so much. So if you guys need boots, check that out. We should also talk about the height. So once again, think back to what you are drawn to normally in your closet that you're gonna get the most wear out of. So for me, I can't always wear a really high boot, like a knee-high boot. I'm not always pulling that, but something I do love is an ankle boot or a bootie. So that is the type of boot that I invest my money into whenever I'm shopping for fall boots. Let's talk about colors. So we usually get really neutral during the fall, or that's something that I see. And don't get me wrong, neutrals are great. They're fabulous. I love a good neutral. In fact, I'm drawn to many of them. But it's okay to wear colors during the fall. So some of my favorite colors to wear are red and green. Those are colors that are complementary to me. I like a bright red and I like a Kelly green. And I love to get a couple pieces like that and mix them throughout my wardrobe. Typically for me, the best wear that I find from a piece is from a blouse because I can match that with pants and skirts. I can layer it under things. So I love adding color through blouses. But another way to do it is by using a solid colored skirt, or maybe even you add the color in with a blazer. But I really love it. Find a color that looks really great on you that you tend to lean towards, that maybe you can also accessorize with the things that you already have. But I love it. Don't be afraid of color for the fall. The last style tip I want to talk about today is patterns. Patterns. I know patterns can be pretty scary, and I think that when I go shopping, a lot of the times I shy away from patterns because I feel like they're hard to pair things with or find things that'll match with. But I think for the fall, it's actually a lot easier because there are a lot of classic patterns that can go with a lot of things. So I'm gonna show you one thing I bought. This is vintage. I found this at an antique store, and this one even has a pop of color in it. I'm pretty sure it was actually handmade. There's no tags, and it's just fabulous. I love it. The crocheted trim is incredible. So this piece I'm obsessed with. I got to wear this multiple times last fall. I'm gonna rewear it again. Okay, I'm an outfit repeater. I don't care. I'm obsessed with it. It gives me 1970s kind of Jackie O vibes, but I love the crochet details. I think it had some great original buttons that you can see right here. I kept the originals. I thought that they were really cool. And this is awesome because obviously with this one, I would primarily wear it with a basic, like a black or a white underneath it. That's the easiest way to wear it. But you can still mix up these colors. You can still complement this orange with something else that you have. And I love it. I just love these classic prints, and they're just such a great way sometimes to bring color into your wardrobe, because depending on the print that you have, this print could have been done in another color, but just bring in the classic prints. So for me, I love tweeds, which is not quite a print, it's just a fabric, but I love those. And I love houndstooth, herringbone. Those are really great and classic. Don't be afraid to add prints into your wardrobe. My favorite way to add them in for the fall is for outerwear. That's what I'm a huge fan of. That's how I like to wear it, but feel free to wear things however you like, guys. And if you want to see more style episodes on my channel, let me know. Just leave your requests for episodes in the comments below. I can't wait to share with you all of my fall outfits. If you want to see them for yourself, then just follow me on Instagram at Dani Walker to check those out. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you chose to subscribe and hit the notifications. I'll see you next time.